Hi, my name is Jigar, and I'm from Praetor team. Our expertise in building infrastructure using AI. So that's what we do in the heart of our company. Our goal to test Cassiopeia was to get hands-on the testnet because that will give us the idea of how uh, like the further the testnet's gonna public testnet's gonna look like, right? Which will have um, uh, validators, like how you can become a validators on Saga, and how that experience will look like. So we have started like documenting stuff uh, from the testing Cassiopeia, and we'll continue to doing that until we have a testnet where we'll have a real documentation for how to build validators, right? And then we'll create a product that will onboard different validators easily on a Saga multiverse.
How was the developer experience? How did it feel to launch your first chainlet, and how long did it take you?
We have tested a lot of chains, a lot of blockchains, and none of them work seamless like this, right? And documentation was very easy to go through, very few commands to up and running the chainlets, and very easy. So heads up to the team whoever created the documentations and whoever created the library.
How do you compare Saga to other scaling solutions, whether it be L2s, L3s, rollups as a service, just using Cosmos SDK by itself? Like, where do you see it fitting in, and how does it help accelerate developers?
The first thing is you don't have to worry about the validators. um, you don't have to worry about the updates that's going to be happening behind the blockchain, right? In these many L2s, L3s, and even like a Cosmos SDK, if you're just going to use Cosmos SDK and going to build your own blockchain, then at the core of your team, you have to more focus on building the blockchain rather than building a product, right? Which your blockchain focuses on, right? So I think that eliminates the blockchain part of it, right? Um, so like Saga builds the blockchain, and uh, whoever, like the developers who wants to put their games or entertaining apps on Saga, they just have to focus on building their own game or application, but not to worry about the blockchain itself, right?
How much time do you think a solution like Saga saves a developer, whether it's a Cosmos SDK developer, in getting to skip the validator alignment pieces and just getting to market? Like, how much time and energy and money do you think that saves them, and manpower, if you could guess?
I would say months, right? Because probably like the developers there who are coming into Web 2 to Web 3 might not have the capabilities, or might not have developers who are excels in blockchain development itself, right? So they can focus on game development, right? They can focus on application development.
How would you describe Saga to a developer that's considering a roll up as a service solution or a layer three? Like, how do you explain what's different about Saga? What's better? Why would you pick Saga instead of a roll up as a service?
It's very easy to spin up a chainlet, um, and I think the biggest advantage will be how it will be interconnected in Ethereum, Cosmos, right? It's like seamless, right? And that's like you're not locked into one ecosystem, right? Rather than you're like free to do whatever you want.
What are the downsides of using a roll up as a service?
I guess the biggest downside is like you're locked in to that ecosystem, right? You have to like use their native tokens and stuff like that, right? That's that's a that's that's why I see it.
How did it feel like as a developer? Like, what was your emotional feeling when you realized you could have your own chain in a few minutes?
It's amazing. I feel that the more we see, the more we see improvements in testnet and the mainnet, I'm gonna see a lot of new things. I'm very excited for it.
How does Praetor plan to leverage Saga for your applications? What new innovative use cases can you see going forward now that this is possible?
We're hopeful that we will build a validator onboarding experience for Saga, and also through Saga, because we have connection to more than 300 uh, 300 different companies or innovators, right? Uh, we are hopeful that we will help uh, uh, few of them to bring their infrastructure into blockchain, right? Their infrastructure into the level that is scalable. And basically, that's the way we see our company going forward.
What message would you say to developers that are considering selecting a scaling solution? What would you tell them now that you've launched chainlets using Cassiopeia?
I would say give it a try, because the once you have run the Cassiopeia and like run their own chainlet, you will see how easy it is and how fast you can you can incorporate that chainlet into your own existing